Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey,
This is the Rhythm of Love podcast. I'm Yolanda,
I'm Clarence.
and we're back in the car.
Like we told you, this is where we spend so much of our time.
It really is. Um, Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, send, share. I said share. Like, tell a friend. If you like it, maybe they will too. All right, so we don't have a lot of time today, so it'll be a short video, but we want to start with the song of the episode.
All right, song of the episode. Okay, all right. So I chose the song this week because many, many years ago we were dating. I was working in a mall and we went into a record store. I know that's some foreign to some of the people these days, but I went into a record store and I saw this record, The Best of the Average White Man.
And of course, I chuckle because that's what I do with C Sharp.
What? Average white band? I said, yeah. I said, A Love of Your Own is a major, major cut from AWB. So she went home, put it into her multi-CD player that she had, a little old carousel CD player.
Listen to all these references to 90s stuff that some of y'all missed out on, or some of us are happy to be nostalgic about.
Right.
But yeah, so the CD changer.
Yeah, the CD changer.
That's one thing I spent my little college money on.
Yep. And she started playing that thing.
Hooked.
And she was like, what? How did I not ever hear this?
Immediately hooked. Oh my God.
So I think her favorite was Queen of My Soul. But it may not. I think that's her favorite song on the album.
Yeah, that is a top one of mine. I love Cloudy as well.
Cloudy is a great one. So maybe this is just a whole album. So if you don't have this best of, you should go grab this best of. Doesn't have all of the hits. It's got a few more that's not on here.
I don't know what is missing though.
But this Cut the Cake is on here.
Cut the Cake. Come on now. And what's the other joint? Oh, you didn't say too much about your song when you started. When you were going to talk about A Love of Your Own.
A Love of Your Own is a great song. I mean, it's just I don't have anything else to say. It's just a great song. Great instrumental. Great. You know, you'd be surprised at those guys up there even making this music, but it's good music. 70s band.
And let me tell you, there's nothing average about these white brothers.
They got one black leader work.
Brothers. Oh yeah, well.
He's the one who gave them the brothers part.
He apparently does, because they got funk, they got soul, they got bass lines,
Yes,
they got all of the things, and it made me so happy to be introduced to the average one. Is this going to become songs Yolanda was introduced to at a late age?
I'll do songs you introduced me to. I'll do songs you introduced me.
I don't have a problem with it because you have introduced me to some really good stuff. But, we won't make no promises either way.
Right.
We just keep it open as to what we feel and talking about for the song of the episode. As you follow the rhythm of our love.
So silly. So, let's see. What else is happening with us? So, we went to DJ Spinner's wonderful party last weekend.
If you don't know about it, you might want to find out about it.
Let me tell you, it's basically DJ Spinner does 4 hours or 5 hours or however long he plays of nothing but Stevie Wonder songs. And so, we went down to the one he did in DC.
Washington, DC.
Right. It was the 25th anniversary of it. I guess
this year is
25th. I think he originally did it in Brooklyn. And we found out just through a series of unrelated events.
How you found out stuff? IG.
That he was doing it in DC. So we had to go. I mean,
Clarence woke up in the middle of the night. We saw it. It was fairly late at night. It's like, oh, okay, we should go to that. It was only 2 weeks. We saw it 2 weeks prior to the date. And it's like, good price. we like to go down into the city every now and then. So, like, yeah, okay, that seemed like a good idea. But we didn't
Sure.
actually purchase any tickets. We started just messaging people, would y'all like to go to this? What do you think? See, clients woke up in the middle of the night.
I was afraid it was going to sell out. It's such a good time and such a good price. I was afraid it was going to sell out. So I woke up and bought some tickets.
Yeah, so we can post a couple videos of
Yeah.
how that was for us. I'm surprised we haven't really posted about that. But it was super fun. I have never seen I knew that there's been one other time where Clarence has stayed out on the dance floor with me for an extended period of time. And this one has wiped that one from my memory banks because my guy was so excited and so happy. And I'm a live in the moment type of person, but I really should have been capturing your face, your smile from ear to ear,
It's an
the
amazing
singing,
it's
you know.
it was nostalgic
Yes.
because this is the soundtrack. Stevie Wonder is really the soundtrack of my childhood. I wouldn't say of my life. He's much more the soundtrack of my childhood.
Mhm.
Uh, my parents were huge fans of Stevie Wonder.
Mhm.
Uh, all of his albums, especially, I'm a 70s baby, so I'm getting Inner Visions. I'm getting Songs in the Key of Life. I'm getting Music of My Mind. I'm getting First Finale's Final. I can't remember the name of that one. I can't remember. I'm getting My Cherie Amour. I'm getting all of those things in my childhood. All of those songs came out before I was 10 years old. So I'm getting it. And so I it was very, very, tugging on my heartstrings of how good this was. So
Yeah,
very good.
I could tell.
Very good.
We had an absolute ball. You don't have to dress up, try to be all, fly, cute,
It was a
whatever.
party. It
It
was
was
a
just
real party.
comfortable. And some people dressed up, but anyway, comfortable.
No pretense.
Right.
Just
Just like people who love the music. And the dance floor never emptied, never settled down. I mean, at one point I was like, this must be what it's like. The representation of that was in the film Sinners. The ancestors are I feel like the ancestors are on the dance floor with us. It was just so much. Nobody was twerking, nothing against, well, something against twerking, but anyway, nothing against twerking, but nobody was people were, couples dancing in that old school type of way. There were different generations there, as young as in 20s, as old as in, maybe 70s or more. It was a good
a time was had.
yes, a wholesome good time. So shout out to DJ Spinner for putting that together and continuing to do that every year. I think he just does it in like 5 cities every year. I'm so glad Washington D.C. is one of them. But we do have a plan to go to New York. We want to go to the home of the wonderful experience. So we think we're going to be doing that.
Maybe next year.
And that's Wonder hyphen FULL. 2 L's on full.
The Wonderful
The Wonderful
Party.
Yes. Hosted by DJ Spinner.
Okay.
So, what else we got going on?
I don't know. What's the topic for this week?
Topic for this week is we saw this video on the internet, the interwebs, and this guy was talking about how he loves the feeling of providing safety for his significant other. I'm not sure, girlfriend, wife, or whatever. He said, but why, upon doing it so well, does she just lose all thought about whether or not she needs to be on guard for anything? Just like vibes and lollipops. Dee, 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 dee. And I can relate to that. I can relate to that. I feel so safe when I'm with C Sharp Clarence. I keep calling him C Sharp because I'm used to calling you that on the stream. But I feel so safe with you, and you know, um, never have a word. I just get to enjoy. And again, I'm a live in the moment type of person, so that's even more so living in the moment, not a care in the world.
Real
But
passenger princess type of deal.
for sure, because you
Real
probably will.
passenger
You will not.
princess.
It's a very low chance that we will ever make one of these videos with us in different seats and me behind the wheel. Let me just tell
And
you.
that's not because I have this desire to actually be in control. Because every Wednesday when we go out, I sit in that seat.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday when we
So
go out.
yeah, so we started because Clarence works from home, and I'm still looking for a job. But I keep getting involved in all these things. I have some medical issues going on, so I got doctor's appointments, blase, blase, blah. And so we go out. Why stay in the house? It's summertime or springtime, whatever you want to call it. And why stay in the house? So we go out. If I gotta go to the library that day, we work at the library, work at the Starbucks, various different Starbucks around us. Um, and so yeah, I usually do the driving then. Because it's usually my appointment that we're going to, and then we're gonna go hang out and do work
Right.
at
Because
the
typically, I
Starbucks.
mean, because in worst case scenario, you'll drop me off at a place and then you'll go and come back. It
Right.
doesn't happen very often.
Or you'll just sit in
I'll
the
sit in the
car.
car and work.
Brother has turned this vehicle into an office. The last place I went to was set up for people who are looking for jobs. So they have a computer, they have outlets everywhere, they have high and low seating. And so when I came out of my meeting, I was like, oh, maybe next time, maybe we can come here sometimes and just use the space. Or if I'm here, you can come in and use the space. And he was like, I'm good. Laptop, music playing. It's at the volume he wants it to. So yeah, he's he's having a good time with his vehicle slash office.
I mean, it's all very interesting stuff to me because I don't know how. So this is the instance that I remember you talking about this most. So because of all the driving around she has to do, sometimes she doesn't have to there was a period of time where she didn't have to get on the highway. That's what we
Oh
were talking about.
yes. So yeah, we kind of got away from why I brought this up. So yes. So okay, before like most recently is this whole idea of us driving around and me being the driver to different appointments. But prior to that, there was extended period of time 'cause I'm a homebody, so I'm not really trying to go nowhere. Um, so most of the time when I go, it's with Clarence and he's driving. And I had not been driving on the highway, and I really don't know how long. I cannot say because it didn't occur to me that I hadn't driven on a highway in a long time by myself until I had to drive on the highway by myself. I'm on 95. Like, oh my God, I feel so freaking unsafe. Like, do I have this vehicle in control for real? Like, I feel like at any moment I was going to go off the road, go on the wrong lane, as if I haven't been driving since I was 20 years old. But it was crazy. And yes, I did get my license at more like 20 than 16. But anyway,
It's
that's
okay.
beside the
That's
point.
beside the point. That's beside the point.
Beside the point. And it was at at that moment, so it happened once. And I was like, wow, I just don't want to get on the highway anymore. Like, am I getting old? What is it? I was so uncomfortable and so fearful. And I was like driving the most at 60 miles per hour was like me like just telling myself, you gotta do it. You can't go 50 miles per hour on 95. You just can't, even in the slow lane. So I was like, well, maybe I should stop. But I didn't. I told myself, one, there's a lot of opportunities for you that you need to get yourself to. And two, this can't happen. Not at 52 where I'm like, oh, I can't drive no more. Cause then it's just gonna get worse. The more I not won't drive, the more I won't drive.
Yeah.
Um
It is. I
yeah.
mean, it is a what's the word I want to say? snowball effect. If
It
you don't do
is.
something a lot, then
Especially if
you
that
lose the
is,
skills.
yes, and especially if it's based in some level of fear, then the fear grows and your skill set shrinks because you just won't make yourself do it. And I just was like, okay, where do I have to go? I need to be getting on the highway. I drove down to my mother-in-law's house.
Right.
I was just
So
like, I gotta go some places.
so all of this kind of happened behind the scenes because
Yeah,
she
I didn't
never
even say
say anything
anything.
to
I
me.
didn't even say anything because I can't even right now. I can't really explain to you the feeling. It was part of me is like, wait a minute, was that should that have something to do with perimenopause before I started my
That's crazy.
HRT?
That's
Like,
crazy.
because perimenopause affects so many parts of your body, your brain. I was like, is it affecting my proprioception? Is it affecting my ability to realize where my body is
Space
in the right
in
in space?
space. Yeah,
It really that's the level of like, oh my god.
that's just anxiety though. That's
I
just
guess
you
it
you you you
was
were anxious.
attached to that, right? Attached to that, lack of practice. So
So all
I'm practicing. I'm getting behind the wheel, y'all, because no,
you don't want to be that way. I mean,
just kidding.
but I
No, 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 no,
mean, I used to wonder why older folks didn't do stuff, or
no.
there was my aunt, my great aunt, lived with us, and before she moved in with us, she had a car. She drove that car one time in like 1953 or 1963 or something like that, and never drove the car again.
Listen,
But she owned the car, and it sat there for 20 years until finally we sold it. The car's probably no good, but
somebody
sitting that
bought it.
long,
Yeah, because y'all didn't drive it either for her.
well, I mean, I wasn't even
Oh,
around, and
oh, you
I
was
didn't even know
okay,
she had the
okay,
car until she came and moved in with us, and
okay.
they said we gotta get rid of this car.
Oh
So I didn't
wow,
even know she had a car
wow.
because we went to get her.
Oh, it's going
We went to
around.
get her everywhere. I mean, she lived where she lived. She lived at the intersection of Penn Branch, and for people in the DMV, you know exactly where that is. The
Yes,
intersection of Pennsylvania Avenue and Branch Avenue. That's where she lived, and she only went to one grocery store, which was the Safeway that had the Penn Branch. She only went to one bank. I can't remember the name of the bank. She went there, and then when she came to live with us, we moved out.
She still wanted to.
We had to drive her down to the Penn to the Safeway down there.
So yeah,
All right, we back.
we're back. We had to. Well,
My phone ran out of memory, so we didn't have no more space for no more storage space for the video. So
sorry,
we're back.
I
Sorry.
don't know if the video is gonna if you're gonna be able to tell that on YouTube, but yeah, we ran out of space on Clarence's phone. But anyway, so we were saying that your aunt, your great aunt,
Yes.
never
drove. She said she drove the first time. It scared her so much that she never did it again.
and kept the car. That's wild.
That's
I guess
wild.
if she wanted anybody to take her anywhere, she always had the vehicle.
Right, and I know people like that. So
Yeah. About you, it made me think about my grandfather. He never drove in my lifetime. I never saw my grandfather drive. My grandmother always drove. Even they lived in New Jersey and they would travel to conventions in in the South, all along the East Coast, and come to our house, go down south, and he never drove. And I never asked
wow.
why he never drove. I want to say my sister asked. I have to touch base with her and see if she actually found an answer, because I feel like the answer eludes all of us. And my grandmother just was like, I'm not going to tell you. Talk about my man. his issue with driving.
So,
but yeah, that's your point that
the take home point is the same.
Old people who
right,
just stop doing something, and you imagine it was likely out of fear. You said your aunt said driving was the scariest thing she ever did, so she just stopped. And so Shout out to the people who keep pushing through fear. Sometimes you just realize what you're really afraid of. That can help to kind of figure out what is it that I'm afraid of, and let that help you to guide you to get through it and push through and do it anyway.
And do it anyway.
So we're at our destination, guys. Happy graduation to our goddaughter, Javay. And check y'all out another time. Please come in on Sunday, twitch.tv/DJC Sharp to see us in the basement on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Fun, games, conversations, arguments, all of the above.
All of the above.
So,
all right. Thanks, guys. Peace.
We hope you've enjoyed another exciting episode of Rhythm of Love, the podcast, hosted by Clarence and Yolanda Lewis.
Theme song by Kendra R.
Book graphics by Rihanna Denise.
More information is available at cYLentertainment.com.
Please join us on Sunday nights for our live stream on twitch.tv/DJC Sharp.